And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's an exciting day, even though it's been raining all morning, but it's tour day here at the Grand Texan in Tyler, Texas. That's where we're at today. And today's always a special day when we can do a tour.
Yeah, super excited about this one. This one's got a lot of fun parts to it. It's got some really pretty colors and a lot of personality.
Yeah, so Grand Texan has it all. And we've got huge front porch, back porch, large living space on the inside. Can we tell them a little bit about it?
Yes, we have 4,071 square foot of living space, over 1,100 square foot of porches, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, and a library.
So on the exterior, we have a beautiful black roof on the main house with black trim. We also have the white PBR style panels made to mimic like a board and batten. And then we have some featured stone here. It's the M stone from Acme Bricks, and it's real thin as well, but it looks beautiful up under this porch area, as well as all the accents on the columns. There's a lot of beautiful features here on this build. Additional to that is we have a detached shop, which is like a man cave to die for. I mean, it's got the living area, separate laundry and office area, and a large shop as well. So there's a lot of details to get into on this build. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get it going. So we're on our large front porch, which has big open space, as you can see. But I wanted to talk a little bit about this because you can see some of the transitions. Now, we had a big storm and it was pretty late last night when the guys left. So there's a little more cleaning and stuff that we got to do under here. But ultimately, I wanted to show you this because this is a simple M stone from Acme Brick. We've got the water table here, which we found kind of a matching stone to go with this. Having a thinner stone like this allows us to really incorporate the plugs a little bit closer to the wall for the outlets. It's actually kind of hidden and tucked in, so you don't have some large build out that you got to do with some special additional things. This stone is really thin, like it's just a little over an inch thick. Now what that means is you've got your column right here, and you can see it's definitely smaller than a lot of our larger stone columns. Now we could have built that out further if we wanted to add a lot more to it, but we kept it a little bit smaller, and I think it turned out really nice. So before we head inside, additionally, look at these beautiful windows.
I love these windows. I definitely have window envy.
Yeah, we have, our house needs a little update, but it's been around for years. But this is a beautiful Andersen 100 series. You can see how nice this fits in. We got the water table as well that blends in with this dry stack stone. It really goes well together under this porch.
I love all the dimension. Whenever you add stone like that to the outside, then it doesn't just look like a metal box. I mean, it really gives some curb appeal.
Yeah, and you can get away with that on a smaller setting sometimes, like where you don't have as much to show, but when you have a lot of space, right, you like to break it up. So here we are. This is the Grand Texan.
And this is a grand room. This thing is 36 by 28 in size. It's massive.
Very large. We've got a large open area with the dining space, and you can see the beautiful nature on the front porch area with those wonderful windows that we got here.
Yes, this definitely could host a lot of people. That's a huge dining room area for sure.
Yeah.
I love these hardwood floors, but La Jolla engineered hardwood floors, and they're 9-inch planks. They're beautiful. I love the tone to them.
Sometimes going with a larger footprint as far as the pattern itself for the flooring really helps with the layout. I like all the natural colors. You can see we've got the vaults for the Barndominium. That's what a Barndominium can give us. We've got this focal point right here centered for the grand fireplace right there.
Yeah, we have a white Austin stone. It is massive. It goes all the way to the ceiling, and I love the mantle that they chose here. It's real rustic looking, but I love the natural wood.
Yeah, so it's the main focal point of this room. You know, this is a split design, giving you that open concept look like you've seen us do before on many builds, but this is just a larger footprint overall.
Just the space for this living area is just amazing. Like, you could host so many people in here.
So we've got 2 different large doors that open on each side of this focal fireplace, and those are Pella doors, which is a great way to really just kind of extend your interior and your outdoor patio together. So this is going to be a really large area.
Well, if this room wasn't big enough, they also used some really, all the light colors that they did, I feel like makes it even bigger feeling. So they did a Sherwin-Williams pure white on the walls and a worldly gray on all the doors and trim and the accents.
For a great room like this, where you're trying to really mix the air conditioning, it's good to have a large HVLS fan. You guys have seen us do this a lot. We actually did that in our home. We put a large like macro air fan where it really works nice. So can we just talk about the elephant in the room, which is very large.
This is large. It's a monogram series, refrigerator on one side, freezer on the other, and it's actually built in.
They had to do a lot of things to really configure this and make it work for the overall design. I always think you should really build your house around the fridge.
Oh yeah, for sure. So the cabinets are the same as the trim color. It's the Worldly Gray by Sherwin-Williams.
So they actually use the same accenting colors, which you're gonna see throughout, which has that blending tone here for the vent hood as well. But they've got a gold colored hardware that we're using throughout on this.
Right, and it looks really nice, of course, with the stainless steel appliances. I love how they have the two-tone on it.
Yeah, they got the propane here, which is a really nice touch.
One thing I like about this is, even though it looks like it's the cabinet doors, it's actually drawers.
Nice.
So I love that you can put, you know, your pans and things like that just right here under. I think that's a great use of space, and it's kind of hidden. You didn't realize it was drawers under there.
You know, that's a great thing, and they're also doing that under these areas as well. So you got a lot of packaged drawers all up under these door areas. So if you don't like the look of having drawers and you want those faces, you can have a mixture of both.
I love that. So one thing that we've done in this kitchen is they've done a super white Calacatta porcelain countertop. It's nice, it's shiny, it's got some beautiful kind of gray tones through it, and it looks really nice with the stain that they chose.
Yeah, I love the look of that, and there's all the veining as well. So it looks really, really classy.
I really love all the gold hardware that they chose here. I love that it all matches. The hardware that they picked out for the cabinets is really pretty.
Yeah, it has a little bit more of an ornamental look to it with just a little touch of design there around those handles there for the doors. Additionally, we've got this large open window that goes over the farm sink, which is a really nice look for this open area.
It just looks so nice. I like not having to just look at a wall when you're doing the dishes or whatever, so it looks really good.
And it's a great place for a custom bouquet of flowers.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So that's a nice touch by Miss Brandy here. And then we've got some open, you know, this is we're seeing this a lot in our selections for our clients. We've got some open shelves here.
I like when they change it up to where it's just not a whole wall of just cabinets where it's just repeated. And if you have some pretty things you want to display, I think it's a great way to do that.
And we have a beautiful display of pendant lights here over this island.
Yes, so they took the gold up into the pendants there with the black accent, and it looks really nice. It's definitely a statement piece. I also wanted to point out we have a double oven here. So they actually did double doors on the top, and then the traditional oven opening at the bottom. And one more fun thing is they did a drawer underneath for all their cookie sheets, and they have the divider so you can keep those all separated. And I just really love that little extra there. So to keep in theme with this home, we have a grand pantry. This is a monster of a pantry.
Yes, and it starts right here, right? Because this is the passageway. So you got a very large opening, which I like if you're going to have a continuance between one room to the next, but it's not lacking anything. We've got all this upper storage. You got the place for the microwave, which is right here off of the kitchen. And you got this huge buffet.
Yeah, you could put your toasters in here, your mixers. I mean, you could utilize this for all your small appliances. I love that. They changed up the countertops in here, and they did an absolute black honed granite. So it's actually just a solid black. It looks really nice. And they kept the same color with the cabinets. So they did the Worldly Gray, but they changed up the hardware. So they actually just did wooden, and they actually had it painted to match with the cabinets.
Yeah, just keeping it simple. And then of course, all this subway tile that we're using here for the backsplash, which keeps it kind of clean and crisp and simple, with a nice Andersen window, giving us that natural light for this over large sized pantry.
It's definitely not your corner pantry.
Would you check it out?
I don't even know that we could fill this pantry with as much food as it would require.
Yeah, ours would be like this section right here, right?
Cereal.
Yeah, I know.
No,
But
this is a great place. Like if you were maybe to be at canning, like if you like to do some canning and things like that, you got plenty of space to do that.
a lot of storage space here in this setup.
So for our laundry room, they definitely have a lot of color in here. They changed up the cabinet color. They did a dried time by Sherwin-Williams, so it's a real pretty green. And they added some wallpaper. I hadn't seen a whole lot of wallpaper in homes recently, but I really like it. It's real floral.
It's coming back.
Yeah, it is.
So,
But I think it's fun for an accent for a room like this. I probably wouldn't put it maybe in my living room, but I definitely love it for a laundry room.
yeah, we have a little touch of that older feel, which I think is fine. Like, let's bring a little bit, it kind of makes it give that country classic feel. And that's exactly what this is for this beautiful Texan home. We do have a closet here, I should mention, which is a full-size walk-in. A lot of storage here, as you could imagine what somebody could do with a space like that. And then keeping with the theme, we got the natural light, we've got the bench here, we got the cubby shelves below. You have room here as well to add the hooks for the backpacks. And then all of the upper cabinetry, which gives a lot of additional storage for that there as well.
And then we have the washer and dryer locations over here with plenty of cabinetry space above. And then they also did a built-in riser for the washer and dryer.
And then this leads right back off to the main access point for this right elevation on the porch side. Let's show you guys a little bit of the layout here and how the function is going to work. It's a little bit different, right?
Yeah, but there's definitely a good flow for it.
Yeah, because we kind of looping around, but it's bringing us back to all these main key rooms that we need to get to all the time. So if you're bringing in groceries, you might be coming through maybe the butler's pantry back into the kitchen, but maybe you're coming in and you're going straight to your master bedroom suite. Well, we've got access to go straight into this hallway here. This leads down that way.
And the master bedroom is 16 by 21, and they kept the same color with the walls and the trim as they did throughout.
Yeah, overall, I have not said this, but I should. We've got 10-foot ceilings throughout on all of these non-vaulted areas. Here, it's a little bit different layout because we have the master bathroom right off of this main bedroom, and then the master closet. We're gonna show you guys the master bathroom first, so let's check that out. So as we come into the master bathroom, we've got these double doors, but wow, check this out.
I love the tile in here. It's a black and white stamped tile. I love that they used it all along the backsplash of the bathtub. It's so pretty.
I like the design of it. It has a really good feel, and a lot of people are always complaining if we don't have a bathtub, but we have a bathtub, guys.
Yeah, it's a soaking tub, but I love it. And the faucet's coming out of the wall there, and it just looks really nice.
And then we have a very large dual sink vanity here with that sleek black countertop, all of the shaker style cabinets and the black hardware to match, and a beautiful mirror set that we got going on.
Yeah, I like that they changed it up. We usually do one like solid mirror, but this has just got one for each sink, and I love that it's more ornate and decorative.
What I like about it is if you're 6'7", you know, you could adjust this mirror up or down.
If you're 5'6", you can go down, yeah.
So every bathroom needs a shower. Check this one out.
That'll do. It's beautiful. I love the black penny tile on the floor. Because it's small, it can go with the flow of the floor.
Yeah, it's a great way to transition whenever you have the slope. And here we have the curbless shower room, and we've got the subway tile that goes all the way up throughout with that nice black hardware. And also we got a bench in here.
Yes, and actually my favorite part in here is the little framed soapbox, and it has the decorative tile from the floor out here in there, so it almost looks like a picture.
Yeah, and lastly, I should say, this is pretty much a standard, is the frameless shower glass door that we use with the matching hardware. You won't usually see us do like a semi. Another thing you won't ever see us do is fiberglass inserts. So just so you know, there is a difference between those things. And so this is pretty much our standard with the tile that goes all the way up. And then this large private toilet space, which has the upper cabinets up above, but the tile is extended into that room as well. Looks really, really good. And welcome to the grand closet.
Yes, it's 12 by 20. That's massive. That's bigger than some people's rooms.
Yeah, this is a great size closet. We got upper and lower hanging storage, as well as like a little gun safe closet, or not closet really, it's just open, but there's a lot of options there. Probably this is his side. So for the closet and the island, which is really cool to have, they have a pristine white quartz that they're using here.
And they use the dried time, the same green color on the paint as they had in the laundry room.
So I'm imagining that this now becomes like all of the dresser space, right?
Yeah,
for the
there's
clothes.
his side, her side. Absolutely. Then you don't have to have a dresser in your bedroom.
Okay.
So I love that.
Awesome. And there's plenty of room here. You could add a bench area on this area.
You could have a party in here.
Yeah. So there's
Closet party.
So this is pretty similar to what we normally do as far as the closet space goes. Now you can go above and beyond and add cabinetry in a closet if you have the space or the extra upgrade changes that you want to do. But we always have the upper shelf, and you can see how all this tucks in really well. And you'll have this one down here too, just in case, like let's say you're hanging pant storage up here, you'll still have a little shelf space here if you wanted to for, you know, setting some of your stuff up if you wanted to. Additionally, this closet has a kind of rack of shelves that we got here, which, you know, this is what I would use this for your hat storage.
I kind of like that there's actually some different heights. So like maybe you could put your boots down lower and then your smaller shoes or hats up above. But they did put a plug in here. So not everybody has a plug in their closet, but like I was needing one the other day because to iron a shirt. So like that would be a great place to have, you know, if you've got room for an ironing board or something like that.
And you got a little extra wall space here too, so whatever you needed to do. So I think one of the really cool aspects about this is the connectivity, because this opens up for full accessibility off of this mud bench area, as you can see. So
right into the laundry room. That's a perfect location. Absolutely.
Yeah. So if you got groceries, you're going that way. If you're going to bed, you go that way. If you want to drop off all the stuff that you just bought at the store,
oh yeah,
you just drop it right there.
So I love that part.
No, it's great because for your laundry's right here, and you can just not have to go very far to find that clean shirt that you needed. You know, so I think it's going to work great. I mean, this is an awesome setup for that, for the overall deal. So let's head on over to the other side of the house, show you guys the whole setup over there. Okay, as we come in this way, we'll just address the most obvious room, which is right off of this corridor of the Grand Texan Great Room.
Yes, it's a library. I think this is our first library, but it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we've always created these little spaces, right? Like for
offices or something like that. But yeah, this is really cool.
We got all the adjustable shelving. We have the lower kind of credenza-like spaces here, which let's talk about what you could do with a room that's kind of elongated like this. What could we do in here?
Well, I think you could probably put maybe like a bench down the middle, or maybe some reading chairs there on the end. But yeah, this is like a 17 by 10 room. So it's a nice sized room. But I think some of that width has been taken up by all this wall of cabinets, you know.
I think it's a neat focal point for this design for the home.
I really like the chandelier in here. It's really pretty. It kind of stands out with all the black. It's actually iron ore by Sherwin-Williams.
Okay. Well, this is a beautiful, beautiful space. And I love the extension as well of all the wood flooring through here. Let's go check out some of the guest bedrooms.
We got a couple bedrooms and bathrooms left, yeah.
Let's go. So moving down this side of the hallway, we have, I guess you got to choose. We have green,
or blue.
Or blue.
So this is a beautiful guest bathroom. I love that they did a double sink vanity in here, and these are the same porcelain countertops that they did in the kitchen.
I really like the blend of colorings that they're doing here with some of these gray and this green color.
Yeah, this is the same paint that they used in the laundry room, the dried time. And this one, I love that they did a wallpaper accent wall. It's just the one wall, so it's not too much, but I really like it. It's got the blues and greens. And the faucets that they chose here are really neat too. They're kind of decorative to me. I like the handles are different, so yeah, it's really cute.
And we are extending our wood flooring through these areas. Now this is a wet area technically, but as we go throughout, we will have the transition into the shower area. We've got our toilet area with some floating shelves up above, a really beautiful accent that is continued from what you guys saw in the kitchen. And this flows into this walk-in shower, which has a nice feel to it. We've got the subway tile, which is more of a natural color, kind of has that old world feel. And all the black hardware looks really good as well. We are keeping that natural light as well, which is a nice touch, and our 10-foot ceilings throughout, as you guys have seen the theme on this build. So let's come in here. I want to show you guys the additional bedroom that we got here.
Yeah, so we have an 11 by 17 guest bedroom. I really like that they did, you know, of course the normal windows, but I really like the small little square windows above, so you could actually put a bed under there and not have to be blocking a window.
Yeah, and these are a little bit of an upgrade for windows because they're black and they're the Andersen 100 series, so a really nice touch as well. Looks great. I like that black contrast mixed with the lighter color walls. And really works well. And
we also walked through a pocket door, so each bedroom has direct access to the guest bathroom. So I really like that. If you're having someone stay over, they're not having to go out in the hall to get to the restroom. I really like the access there.
The accessibility is really important. So in here we do have a walk-in closet. Pretty typical setup, other than it's just a little deeper closet. So we have this actually on both sides. So.
Yes, so the other bedroom is basically a mirrored version of this. So they're the same size, same closet, so.
Yeah, but let's show you guys one more bathroom on this side of the house. So again, you have the choice, blue or green.
Yes, and I love it. I love the color in here. It's a slate tile by Sherwin-Williams, and I love that it really complements the floors. I love the blue. It's a little different, but I really like the personality it brings to this space.
I just add a little more color to these shaker style cabinets. And here you can see we changed the rhythm a little bit. We've got the chrome finish they're using here, as well as the hardware on the mirrors, dual sink vanities, and went back to that white quartz, which works well with this particular setup. And all of this fun tile that flows into this bathtub shower combo. And this one is a little bit different because it's a little more open in this area. You know, they really did a lot of things that make each area special. So works really well. Okay, well, this will do for a very large back porch.
Yes, it's an enclosed back porch that they can do all kinds of things out here.
They originally were going to do like a double-sided fireplace, but here you can see they extended this M stone that we're using on the front under the wainscoting, and it has a really nice touch to it. But what the plans are is they're going to actually enclose and screen in this area at a later point. So this was sort of some revisions that they made as they went. Of course, having the glass and the connectivity off of the front to the back is all part of the design for this overall build. But you guys can see what the potential is here for a space like this. So let's head on over, because now we're going to show you guys what you've all been waiting for. It's the man cave edition of the Grand Texan tour. We've got a great big shop to show you guys over here. Let's go check it out. Okay, well, this is what you guys all been waiting for. A detached 60 by 40 shop. Let's tell them a little bit about this.
1,650 square foot of actual shop space. Upstairs we have a loft that's 715 square foot of storage space with extra space on the edge.
Yeah.
And then also 750 square foot of living space. We've got one bedroom, one bath, an office, and a utility room for laundry. Yeah.
16-foot eave heights, guys, with a 412 pitch. This one's not lacking anything. Let's go check it out. So as we come in here in this shop, this is a very large open space. As you could imagine, guys, this could have been 2-story all over.
Yeah, these doors are huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got, this is our standard hybrid steel frame for the shop areas. We've got all the steel framing, which is typical to what we do on metal building structures. And then we have, of course, the high bay doors. They wanted this to be just big enough to where they could back an RV in here if they wanted to. Additionally, they're going to use this as sort of a workshop. So they're going to be doing some different types of things in here. But they wanted to have the private living quarters as well. So before we go up and show you guys all these other bonus areas, let's get inside. Let's show you guys this living space.
All right, so this is the extra living space they have here. This is going to be like the living room, little kitchenette combo.
Yeah, this is like an efficiency quarters is what we've got here.
Little apartment.
Yeah, and so we've got just enough space here. You could do a hot plate. You've got a place for a fridge, microwave, and a beautiful display of cabinetry.
A little bit smaller pantry, but hey, it does the job.
Yeah.
It's good.
And so as you can imagine, this would be more like where you set up your living room space. Now, because our interstitial area is the open web trusses in this area, you can see we've got the Cooper and Hunter mini splits that we're using for all of the heated and cooled areas in this man cave style build. The mini split is a great tool to use, especially when you have confined space and you need a way to be able to get air conditioning without having to have large areas being used. And because we didn't want to have to run ductwork interstitially, Cooper & Hunter is always our go-to. This is a great way to do it. This is the Astoria series. We have it here as well as the other room and the other area over here, which we'll show you here in just a bit. But let's go check out this other room. So as we come off of this main living area, this is a 1-bedroom with the efficiency space. And in here, this is a good sized room.
Yeah, it's great. And they kept all the same details from the other house over here. They've got the same hardwood floors, same wall and trim colors.
Yeah, sort of like a master suite. Has all the goods, right? You got the 9-foot ceilings in these areas, but got all the custom package that we had over on the other side. So also we have this full walk-in bathroom for this space, which looks really good. We've got the quartz countertop with the rectangular undermount sink. Got some chrome finishes that we're doing in here, but look at the transition here for the shower. This looks amazing. This has got a really nice subway tile, as well as the shower head and the black faucets in this area, which is matching with what we did next door, keeping with the natural light. It looks really, really good.
Yeah, so then it's a split design, so we actually have to go out of this area to kind of go next door for the office and the laundry room area. So
yeah, so before we go over there, let me just tell you one other thing. These are multi-zone units with Cooper & Hunter. So we're actually able to individually control each room because the Astoria unit head to head, we can actually adjust the climate from each room, which is a kind of a nice feature to have. Like maybe you have cold nature in the office, you know, you can change that up from room to room. So that is one key advantage for the multi-zones. Okay, check this out. This is a private little office area. I'll kind of show you guys what this is all about. So mainly the client wanted to have kind of a private office because this is where she's going to work out of basically. She does a lot of craft type projects as well for the shop areas. So this is going to be a mixed use, but this is a private office space. It's got its own individual Cooper & Hunter control in here as well, but it also is tied to a utility room here.
Yeah, so in this room, we've just got a perfect amount of space just for the washer and dryer. I love that they kept the blue cabinets here. That's actually slate tile color from Sherwin-Williams. So plenty of storage up above. Great space. It's small, tucked in, but definitely will get the job done.
Okay.
This is great space up here. Definitely a really neat loft. They could do all kinds of things up here. Game room, storage, whatever they want. This is really cool.
Yeah, so you can imagine with this space that we were able to create here, it could have easily went all the way across the whole side. I mean, the whole thing could have been a 2-story.
Yeah.
So this technically could have been the barndominium, right?
Yeah, they could definitely even finish this space if they wanted.
So as we were doing this, I don't know at what stage, but I think they did add some additional storage areas here. This has the Advantech. We didn't really do any finish work stuff up here. As a matter of fact, we still need to push the broom a little bit up here as well. So the guys were here pretty late last night, but it is a very big space. And one thing to take note of is our framing, because above this area, we had to make a choice. We either had to go with all wood frame construction up in here, which would have added cost. But in this scenario, what we actually ended up doing is we had the zip system terminate somewhere at the interstitial line, and then we continued up with this purlin style framing for the steel structure. It's a little bit unusual because we're not used to that. A lot of times, and if it was a smaller gable end, we might would have changed that up. But overall, look at the amount of space we've got here.
There's tons of space. I think that the smallest headroom area is going to be off the sides for these storage areas. But
yeah, when it comes to man cave area, you got all the space you need right here. So I'm just imagining a lot of things that could be done. And we've got this storage area, which is really pretty nice. We've got a little light up there, and looking down in here, like I said, not much to it. These are not really air sealed off or anything, but it is some good storage. So it's gonna work well for them. Okay guys, well that concludes the grand tour of the Grand Texan right here in Tyler, Texas. It's really been a pleasure to build this fine barndominium for these clients. And it's always exciting to get to this point where you can give it back to them.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. They get to start moving things in and getting settled, so I'm excited for them.
Yeah, and so, you know, a lot of people, when we go through these tours, everybody wants to know how much. And unfortunately, in a video like this, where we have so much customization and so many things, we're not going to be able to divulge all that to you guys on this build. I don't want to really end the video on a negative, but if you're interested in knowing what it does cost for our standard pricing to build a Texas Best Barndominium, check it out at barndoquote.com. Also, we have a lot of additional information on our website that we've been updating, sometimes daily and weekly, so that's changing all the time at texasbestbarndo.com. Additionally, we have plants that are for sale, and I believe you can find this Grand Texan plant and try to get a kind of a standard price budget from there. But of course, we've got a detached shop. We've got all of this square footage as well for the main living. I think this is one beautiful barndominium.
It has it all.
Yeah, and we've got a lot more to come, guys. So for those of you guys that have been around here for some time, we want to say thank you for 175,000 followers on our YouTube channel. I think over 100,000 on some of the other socials, and beyond. It keeps going and going. And so for all of you guys that have been part of our lives, we want to say thank you for following along. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that now. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Josh Helm.
And I'm Brandy Helm.
We're wishing you all the best. Thanks for watching Texas Best.